Thank you for your comments. Next speaker.
Crystal Piper,
Crystal Piper,
Scotty Joseph,
Scotty Joseph.
to be followed by Bernadette Kiki.
Hello, Mr. Joseph.
Hello, it's good to see you. I'm sorry that our mayor ran out on us, but I need to get some information from y'all. What's going on with the scooter ban? What's going on? If you could just articulate to me what's going on with the scooter ban, I'd appreciate that, because I don't understand it. Ed, you know a lot.
ban.
What's going on with the scooter ban? You know, anybody have any ideas what's going on with the scooter ban?
So there was a vote on the council agenda 2 weeks ago for the curfew. And that information came from, I guess, a compilation of HPD occurrences. So the administration put forth a ordinance to ban scooters, or to have a curfew for scooters. So the council voted for that. It did pass. I believe there is a committee meeting that is going to happen. It happened yesterday.
Oh, the committee, so
The committee
you
meeting.
got more information to give me. What's going on with the scooter ban? Because I'm saying, if it's 8:00 p.m. at night, and my friend, good friend of mine who likes to ride a scooter, y'all all know him, Mr. Pettit, wants to ride a scooter to my house.
He can do that.
Okay, so the scooter ban only is for the
it is
independent
for-
operators, or is it for everybody? 'Cause-
It's for people that are bringing their scooters to allow entertainment riding after 8 p.m.? After
So-
8 p.m. But if
Okay.
you are an individual that owns a scooter and you are riding for mobility or transportation, it does not negate you from riding to your friend's house. If you want to ride your scooter to your friend's house, you can still ride your scooter to your friend's house.
So this is all about the independent operators, the tents that set up downtown, and the kids are riding the scooters downtown for entertainment. That's what this is all about.
We've had lots of concerns about scooter riders going the wrong way up and down the street at night. We've had dangerous accidents that have, We've had dangerous accidents that have happened from scooter riding, so this was an attempt to try to alleviate the problems that have been reported to the administration with the scooter riding downtown.
Thank you. Last question. Does this only, is this only to the scooters, or is this any other type of transportation when it comes to that? I'm done.
What's your question again?
Because as you know, I've been here before in
Okay.
regards with the bikes. So a lot of the bike community is afraid because they don't know if this trickles over to them with the scooters.
So
Okay,
it's not
so
a
thank you.
bicycle, it is
Okay.
considered micro-mobility devices, so which would be the scooters. But this is your personal scooter, and you want to ride your personal scooter to your friend's house? Or
I'm
your
all about
friend
bikes
wants to-
personally, but my question is that I have a lot of friends who ride scooters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we all ride together, and a lot of them are afraid because they have not heard any clear language explaining exactly what's going on with this. So I appreciate you giving
So-
us some type of explanation.
And we can get you a copy of the actual ordinance, exempt personally owned scooters. So if you and your friends own your scooters and you ride your scooters, this does not apply to you.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you for that.
Oh, come on.
Council, we do have a couple of council members in queue. They'd like
Please.
to talk to you.
Is he gonna go?
Councilmember Pollard.
Okay, we're going to defer to the committee chair.
Ramirez?
Committee chair?
Councilmember Ramirez.
Oh, okay, thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. Scotty, thank you for coming forward.
Thank you.
And asking questions. So we had a committee meeting yesterday where ARA, some representatives came and explained it. Council voted on it 2 weeks ago and passed it unanimously. Basically, it comes down to this. It's a scooter curfew between the hours of 8 p.m. and 4 a.m. citywide. all right? And it applies to all motorized scooters, not just those that you rent. But if you own your own scooter, that curfew applies to you as well.
That's ridiculous.
There are some exceptions. The exceptions are if you're commuting to or from your place of employment or school, or if you're responding to a personal or family emergency. There's some more limited exceptions that apply to law enforcement, EMS, and special events permitted by the city. But those are the basics. It also prohibits renting from a temporary structure or a brick-and-mortar establishment between the hours of 8 p.m. and 4 p.m.
So basically, me and Ed Petty can't ride after 8 o'clock. That's what you're just telling me, right?
There's a curfew unless it falls under one of those exceptions that I mentioned. And the council passed this a couple weeks ago.
I don't know how, I don't know with what, I don't know who you've been speaking to, but this is preposterous. Come on, y'all. How do you expect people to stop riding their scooters at 8 o'clock when they're, I'm sorry, I'm at a loss for words right now. I'm not going to take too much of your time. The mayor's gone, but this is a mistake, y'all. This is a mistake. You need to
Hang tight, we do have another council member in queue. Are you in queue?
If I could just
Please, not.
Are you done?
I think I am.
Offer one last thought, Scotty. I appreciate your perspective. This is a first step with scooters, so there will be additional discussion about other steps that can be taken, but this process has been going on for several months, if not years, and we had a committee meeting earlier this year where about 40 people gave comment expressing views all over the spectrum. So there has been a lot of engagement on this, and at least 2 committee meetings, and so this is where we are. If you want to offer comment, we're happy to take it, happy to answer additional questions as well, but as I say, this is a first step on regulating the use of motorized scooters, and there will be action in the future.
Councilmember Pollard.
Scotty, thank you for coming forward. And yeah, there's a lot of discussion regarding this topic. I was actually out of town on the day of the vote, so I did not get to chime in or vote on this topic. But I do think there needs to be some regulation with scooters downtown because there have been many calls to service and frustrated individuals based on the actions of some riders.
I agree.
So there does need to be some regulation.
Agreed.
I do believe that the regulation needs to be focused more on the vendors, more so than personal riders.
Agreed.
I do believe that those with personal scooters really shouldn't be barred from moving around the city at their free will. I do think we need to concentrate on certain areas where there's a proliferation of scooters and look at the vendors and put regulation on top of them. I do think we need to crack down on the vendors, brick and mortar and the pop-ups, to where there may need to right now be a ban on all vendors until we have a strategic and comprehensive approach to how we're going to provide access to those who want to have scooters in the city. But I do think the issue for me, and I would have addressed this if I was there, is on personal use. I think if there are individuals who have personal scooters, they should be able to move around freely however they want, as long as they're doing it in a safe and lawful manner. I think when we take this blanket approach and this one-size-fits-all approach with the curfew, it has a lot of unintended consequences to this. I do respect the work of my colleagues and the ongoing work within the committee and any amendments that they will put forth. But I do think there's a separation between personal use and those who are renting from the vendors. Those who have their own personal use are usually the ones that are abiding by the laws. What we see is people who are renting from the vendors, usually young people, and sometimes the vendors aren't following the laws by checking driver's licenses and other things. And they're the ones that are really causing a lot of the chaos. And so I think this is one step in the direction of trying to find a way to provide a safe environment for people downtown, but I do think we should continue to talk about this topic and include the stakeholders to ensure that we have something that works for the majority of us. And those would be some of the things that I would like to see continue to be discussed as well. So thank you.
Thank you for that, Ed. And just to add to that, may I? You're absolutely right. When it comes to the pop-ups and when it comes to these brick and mortar as well as the pop-ups, there needs to be some education with this. When you have someone who doesn't own a thing, they don't care for a thing. So when you take away places like Astroworld and people have to figure out some type of form of entertainment, all they have is a scooter for $35 for half an hour with no training. That's the reason why we had the proliferation of the foolishness that we've been having downtown. However, to penalize anyone with the scooter, to your point, Ed, I agree with you. I'm sorry that you weren't at that meeting because they needed you. That's foolishness. So that needs to be changed.
Councilmember Evans Chavez.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. I believe it's too broad. There's no data that supports that this ban needs to be all over this city. I have students at Texas Southern University, University of Houston, who need to be able to get back and forth to class and different places. My problem with it is that how do you identify those that are exempt? I do believe that there has to be some more discussion, because I don't think that I can be riding a scooter and you stop me, which creates a situation that I am engaged with the police, when maybe there's a helmet or something, some kind of something you can put on there to show that you are exempt. I don't think you need to be riding and then you have to be stopped to prove that you should be able to ride your scooter. I do know Ed Pettit. I know he uses his scooter to go everywhere, and he should be able to. So we certainly are going to have to look at this again. The problem is the discussion on that day was downtown. I don't even think we were looking at the verbiage of the actual ordinance, which says citywide. So, you know, my bad, as they say. But I think this is something that we're going to either have to do, get the mayor to look at, to change the verbiage, to amend that. Because the people downtown are off the chain.
Oh, I totally
And we
agree.
are certainly getting commended for this. But to preclude people who use this for their mobility all over the city, I think is a broad reach.
I
And
agree.
so I certainly agree with you. I'm glad you came today. I did go to the committee meeting. I have to commend the chair, Ramirez, because his initial thought was to wait and vet this. But we moved forward because we were concerned about the holidays coming and what was going on downtown.
Yes.
And so for that is very important. I even reached out and asked the mayor if he could do an order to not have it citywide and determine what area. So there certainly needs to be some adjustments and amendments.
Thank you,
and I thank
Councilmember.
you.
Yes, ma'am.
Councilmember Davis, did you have something you wanted to add in?
Yes, I do, real quickly. Mayor Pro Tem, thank you. Thank you, Brother Scotty, for coming. And yes, a lot of discussion been around these scooters, right?
And I see.
And let me just say, even on the basis of the fact that people making some great points to the issues about where it's going. This is the first step, is the way it's being brought before. But let me just put another point on your mind. Prior to the downtown process, nobody was complaining about scooters.
That's not true.
Not one person.
People were
In terms of it, so let's be clear. Number one, the whole issue around it was about downtown, right? And it's not an amusement park. You had malls. Nobody was taking their scooter to malls. They wasn't riding all over. So let's be clear, as to why and what made this. Businesses versus businesses. Money versus money, okay? So when the idea came up from council member regarding this. There's been several discussions about this for a very long time.
Yes, sir.
A very long time. This was not a quick fix, stamp it and move on. No, it was not.
Okay.
And so hopefully we can make some revisions and amendments and do change it.
Oh, you're gonna have to make some revisions, but, thank you, thank you.
Councilmember Ramirez, are you back in the queue?
I'm back in the queue.
Please.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. And just, last thought here, I wanted to delay it a week so we could give the public a little more time to review it. We had received the language Friday afternoon, and we ended up voting Wednesday morning. I didn't get to review it till Saturday, and I thought people should have had more time to review it. I'm concerned now because we've had a couple council members indicate they didn't fully understand the scope of it, and that's unfortunate. However, there were significant and serious safety concerns that made the council want to act when it did. And it is a first step. We will revisit this topic again, and so I'd encourage you to stay engaged in the process.
I have no choice
as
but
we
to
go
stay
forward.
engaged.
Thank
I
you.
have no choice. And, to that right there, and I'll leave you, I know you guys are ready to wrap it up. That's gonna be a hard sell. I mean, you already passed it. You said after 8 PM, scooter ban, anybody. That's gonna be a hard sell, so just understand that.
Well, thank you for your comments, and we
Thank you
appreciate
so
your
much.
engagement.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Next speaker.
Bernadette Kiki,